So one of our friends has a tag and she wants to go in the morning, so I'm out here putting in a little bit of leg work, scouting, seeing if I can find some birds. The first spot here that I came across, I ended up finding 9 jakes and about 2 to 3 hens, so I'm pretty sure I'll find some longbeards. I got about 3 more hours of scouting, so we'll see what we can come across. Hopefully I can find some longbeards and she can tag on one in the morning. So after scouting today, I found a couple spots. One spot that I was gonna take our friend to, she ended up calling me and telling me that she found a tom and seen some guys going after him, and she told me where it was, and that's where the place I was gonna take her to. So we kept driving around, me and Dawn here, and Dawn spotted a couple toms on a field that I drove by earlier, which I never seen them. So we're gonna wake up super early in the morning and take her there, and hopefully she can tag on a bird. There's 2 toms and like 7 hens, so we'll see what happens. Ooh, those 2 toms look kind of. And those hens coming?
No, they're just sitting.
Those 2 on the left look like they're all making their way this way. Those 2 in the back are like, go ahead, stupid. That one in the front, he is big still. That one that's coming to us.
Yeah.
He's big. He's got a big beard. Oh, he put his head up. No, you're fine. He's coming in from. No need to rush it. Okay, okay. Bring it up slow, slow. Take it out safety. Wait, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Wait until he sticks it out. Ready? Go ahead. Put it on his neck. Wait. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Not yet. Just wait. He's gonna beat up that decoy. Go ahead, put your gun down. his head up. Wait, hold on. Wait. Whenever you want to do it, go ahead. I think Don's got some. Just don't blow up my decoy. Wait until he comes around, okay? Wait until he comes over to the left. Okay, now you can aim for the red thing. Nice. Woohoo! Calm down. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So go ahead. You can tell the story, how it all went down.
That was really exciting. So we saw them way to our right come down from the roost. And of course they didn't walk towards us. They walked all the way across the field. And then they came to the left, and we could barely see them. We thought they were going to cross the road, but they didn't. And then they kind of came back around. There was 3 toms, and the first one that came in kind of stayed over, I don't know, about 75 yards.
About
that, and he was a little sketch. He just kind of, every once in a while would flicker up his tail, but he never really went into full strut mode. And then finally he started to come over, and then he came into the decoys and started beating up the decoy a little bit. Right in front of the tacticam, somebody forgot to turn it on.
Shut up. I know,
I would have made for some awesome footage.
Oh my god, it would have too.
It was really cool watching it beat up the decoy. Got my heart pumping a little bit more than usual. And then I just had to wait for it to move slightly to the left so I didn't take out one of the poles. And Dan didn't want me to blow up one of his decoys. I had to wait for it to move over just a hair.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Oh, no, he's sorry.
He was gonna come?
Yeah. He was gonna come the same way those other ones did.
He's dead, Steph. Rawr! Look at that. Look at that bird, man. This girl is coming out 22 pounds heavier now.
Plus water weight.
Plus water weight. Yeah, no shit, because it rained on us. Yeah, you know, that's how she is. She's really competitive. So she's like, I'm sure she thought to herself, I'll just keep it in the rain for a little bit and it'll get a little heavier. It'll be bigger than their birds. Huh? Yeah, the spurs grew also.
Beard also got
Watered them a little bit. Huh?
Beard also got longer.
See how she is? I'm never taking her again. So yesterday in the morning I ended up going scouting, looking for some birds for Stephanie. I ended up finding like 9 jakes and a couple of hens, no toms. And then later on in the day, me and Dawn met up and sorry, there's a truck. Me and Dawn met up and we went looking around, and I found a tom and a hen that I was gonna take Stephanie to, and she messaged me that there was a tom in this one field and some guys got out and went to sneak up on it, so that kind of ruined it because that was the place I was going to take her. So me and Dawn kept cruising around and went to one last spot, and here there was a couple times in the field, and we decided, well, give it a shot. So we sat out this morning. They were gobbling about 120, 150 yards into the wood, or alongside us, probably about 30 yards, 40 yards inside the woods. And they came down and they were playing around, and they're headed towards the street, and we thought they were going to go over the road into someone's yard and feed at some bird feeders, but that wasn't the case. I did a few callings, and eventually the one time ended up coming in. I mean, it took a while, but he did. And then we let Stephanie watch the turkey beat up the decoy for her first time, and she ended up pulling the trigger, and down he went, and now here we are. Right in the mouth. So Dawn and I have this rule where if we take somebody turkey hunting and they score on a bird, they have to buy breakfast.